Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Oakland Athletics and the Detroit Tigers at Tigers Stadium. On the mound for the Athletics today is Larry White, whose record is 8-6 with a 3.39 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Dave Rozema, whose record is 7-3 with a 3.47 ERA. So we hung on to win our fifth game in a row. Yesterday's game, we won 3-2. And Ricky Henderson had a triple and a home run. Greg Brock had a big shot. And those were the three runs that we scored in yesterday's game. Jack Morris pitched really well. Gave up 8 hits in 7 1/3 innings, striking out 4, walking nobody, and got his 11th win on the season. I have a feeling he's going to be our lone All-Star representative when we play the All-Star game tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. We got one more game to go. And because of our win streak, I'm in buy now mode. I think that's the direction I'm going to go. And so I was fooling around with the game last night, looking at options. And if you followed this series, at least this week, you'll know that I think we're in the market for a third baseman. Mickey Hatcher, not very good defensively. He's been amazing as a hitter. He was our team MVP last year and, is in the running for, MVP this year. He's got the most RBIs on the team. Certainly one of our most integral components to our lineup. And so I want to move him to DH. And here is the trade that I am proposing. I'm chewing it over in my brain. Let me show you. And you, like anybody could trade for a Babe Ruth, right? But it's got to also feel right. It feels weird if Babe Ruth was on the Cincinnati Reds. And so I'm looking at the Kansas City Royals, who are out of it already this year. Let's take a look at their lineup. And they do have a third baseman. They have a great third baseman. In fact, he's a Hall of Fame third baseman. It's George Brett. He is available for a trade. They might trade him, as it says here. He's having a fantastic season. Certainly would be an upgrade defensively with a 91 rating defensively there. And, he's only a 309 lifetime hitter, an 833 OPS lifetime, capable of hitting home runs, driving in runs. I mean, what's not to like? So this is the trade offer that I came up with yesterday. And you tell me what you think. We're going to have to give him a third baseman in return. That third baseman will be Howard Johnson. A young player. He's no George Brett, but he would go right into the lineup, I would imagine. So that is one piece of the puzzle. They also are looking for starters. I offered them 2 starters. Every other offer that I made for them was declined. So that's why I'm showing you this specific trade. This has already been accepted in a sense. Like I didn't go through with it. But Jerry Uger, 83 rating. Only 26 years old, hasn't gone to arbitration yet. In addition, Howard Bailey, who is in our bullpen right now, he is a starting pitcher, not a reliever. And he's left-handed, and you know that I don't like left-handers as starters. So they would take him. And then they wanted Kevin Bass. I was able to renegotiate. I want to keep Kevin Bass as a fourth outfielder, or in case someone gets injured. So the additional outfielder is a guy that I would love to just get rid of. That's George Wright. Oops, there he is. Who's 24 years old, was actually in the majors in 1983 in real life. He's got no shot of ever making this team unless there's some significant injuries. And so if you balance the cash, they're going to throw in $200,000. And why this deal is so sweet, in addition to getting a Hall of Fame quality left-handed bat, his salary is only $140,000 for the next 3 seasons after this one. they're going to throw in $200,000. That's going to pay for his salary next year, in addition to paying off the rest of this season's salary. So we're getting George Brett for 4 players, of which only one, Howard Johnson, would probably have a career, in our lineup as an everyday player. So, I mean, that is, to me, a trade that we would absolutely benefit from. And yet I'm hesitant to pull the string because it's George Brett. He played his whole career for Kansas City, and I can't picture him on any other team. And I feel like I'm doing a disservice by taking him away from the Royals, a team that's already pathetic. Although 2 starters with good ratings would really help them out. If you look at their pitching staff here, I mean, they are just pretty much garbage. As all of these pitchers, with the exception of Rich Gale, were out of baseball by 1983. So they're not even represented by a player who was in the majors. So I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you think this is a trade that is the right thing to do. I guess that's what it comes down to, because it's a good deal. If you just think of it in gaming terms. We have got Dave Rosema on the mound. Wow, the current A's lineup is batting .349 against him. That is rough. All the bullpen is available except for Roger Weaver. And if we need him, we will pitch him today because we are going to have a 4-day break. So if it gets to that point, Weaver will find his way into the game. Our lineup, though, I decided to give every player a rest. Ricky Henderson is injured for 2 days, which means he would be eligible for the All-Star game if he gets elected. I put Henderson, Murray, Trammell, and Hatcher on the bench. They're all listed as tired. Kennedy, he's been horrible, so we're going to get Parrish in there versus a righty, even though he doesn't hit righties well. The only player in the lineup that is technically tired is Lou Whitaker. And we're just going to risk that today. Okay, let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for the Oakland A's. Same lineup as the first 2 ball games. Batting leadoff in center field is Rusty McNealy. Batting second, playing second base is Shooty Babitt. Batting third in left field is Tony Brewer. Batting cleanup, playing third base is Kevin Mitchell. Batting fifth in right field is Mike Davis. Batting sixth and playing first base is Joe DeSa. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Tony Phillips. Batting eighth and DHing is Kelvin Moore. And batting ninth and catching is Mickey Tettleton. Okay, let's take a look at Dave Rozema. Not a bad first half of the season. Kind of fell apart here. Over the last month. He's 7-3, which looks pretty good, and at .347 his ERA is pretty decent. But he's given up a ton of hits, 100 hits in 93 1/3 innings pitched, 50 Ks. That is an awful lot for him. Opponents are batting .270 against him. He's got 1 complete game shutout. You kind of know the rest of the story here. Doesn't really have a fastball. He's a high percentage ground ball pitcher. If you look at his log, he did get a win in his last start. But before that, he had a rough go for 4 starts where he was giving up a lot of runs and not getting out of the 6th. So at least he's coming off a decent start, and perhaps he can finish the first half on a winning streak of 2 games. Here's the Tigers defense, a little weird. A lot of different names in there. But still pretty strong defensively. You got Parrish behind the plate with his 84 rated arm. Here's Rusty McNealy leading off against Dave Rozema. And a base hit to left. So the leadoff man, he's thrown out at second base by our left fielder, Kirk Gibson. I think that's his first assist of the year. Wait, lined? Oh, it was lined out. There's a line out. Okay, I thought that was an outfield assist. Okay, well, we'll take it. 1 down. Shooty Babitt up next. 16 home runs in the first half of the season. I think he's a likely candidate for all-star at second base. He flies out deep, 439 feet to the outfield wall. 2 down. That will bring up Tony Brewer. And Brewer yanks it to the left side where our shortstop Baker makes the play. A 1-2-3 inning for Rosie. We go to the bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the Tigers lineup. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second, playing first base is Greg Brock. Batting third and DHing is Kevin Bass. Batting cleanup and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting fifth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting sixth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting seventh, playing third base is Howard Johnson. Batting eighth at shortstop is Doug Baker. And batting ninth in center field is Eddie Miller. Larry White pitching for the A's today. In his second full season, he's 8-6 in his 19 starts with a 3.39 ERA. Wow, 138 innings pitched already, almost as much as the entire season last year. 66 strikeouts. Opponents are batting .225 against him, 3 complete games, including a shutout. His fastball tops out at 91 miles an hour. His ground ball percentage is 45.7. He's got one really good pitch. It's his changeup, rated at 92, and a fastball just below average. His overall rating is an 87. Really, the only attribute that's below 80 is his command, and it's really just still pretty solid at 79. The 24-year-old right-hander goes to arbitration next year. Here's the A's defense, same as the first 2 games of the series, with Brewer in left with a gold glove. Okay, here's Sweet Lou leading off against Larry White. Lou, again, the only Tiger listed as tired today. He flies out to left center field. I figured we could go, I think I said the first last 4 or 5 games, we're going to go with every player who's tired no matter what. As Brock gets a base hit into center field, first hit of the ball game. But I decided since we've won 5 in a row, why not give an extra day off? So 5 days off for most of these players heading into the break. So that seems like the way to go. Kevin Bass up next, a line drive to center field. Out number 2. We got Brock on first, 2 down for Lance Parrish in the cleanup role today. Blooping it into center field, and it will be caught by Rusty McNealy. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Kevin Mitchell at the plate. He's 1 for 3 in his career against Rosie with a home run. A slow roller to second. Whitaker throws him out. 1 down. Next up is Mike Davis. Davis jammed inside as he pulls it to right field for out number 2. And that will bring up Joe DeSa with 2 down. Hard hit ground ball to Brock. And another 1-2-3 inning from Rosie. We go to the bottom of the second inning. We've got Gibby due up, followed by Glenn Wilson and Hojo. Strikeout of Gibby to start off the inning. Gibby can't wait for the break. His average is down to 250, and he led the team in home runs last year with 23. He's only got 9 so far this season. So we need a big second half output from Gibson as Wilson grounds out to first. 2 quick outs here in the second. Hojo up next, and he gets jammed inside, popping it up near home plate. And it's dropped by the catcher, Tettleton. He is not ready for prime time. He's batting below 170, and he's dropping pop-ups in fair territory. So we've got Hojo on first. We're going to send him. He's got good speed, not really a stolen base guy, but why not? It's the game before the All-Star break. Let's be aggressive, be aggressive. A stolen base for Johnson. His second on the season. Third of his career. And an opportunity here for Doug Baker to drive in a run. He's only got 2 RBI since he was called up. A wild pitch moving Johnson to third. So a base hit will score a run here. 1-1 count and a hard hit ground ball to short. And we'll strand that runner at third. So we go to the top of the third inning with Tony Phillips leading off. It's the bottom third of the lineup. Phillips, Moore, and Tettleton. A pop-up from Tony Phillips. Baker making the catch, 1 out. Next up is Kelvin Moore, the DH. He strikes out on a sidearm curve. Rosema, his 51st strikeout of the season. He's on pace to get over 100, which is something he's never done. So that's going to be a miracle. Hey, there's another one, another sidearm curve as Tettleton strikes out. And we go to the bottom of the third inning. Rosie looking sharp. We've got Eddie Miller leading off against Larry White. Miller batting .302 with a home run. He had a big 3-run home run that won us a ball game as he pops up to start off the third inning. We're back to the top of the lineup with Lou. And Lou gets a base hit. He's not tired. So we have a runner on first with 1 out and the Brock Ness monster up. What a great first half of the season for Brock. I can't wait to see what he does next year with the opportunity to play every single day. A base hit into center field. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Whitaker just moves up a bag. So first and second with 1 down and Kevin Bass up. Bass in the 3 spot. That's not a good position for him. I couldn't find a good. I mean, maybe Gibby would have been a good number 3 hitter, but then we'd have 3 lefties to start off. So that doesn't really make sense either. Hey, there's a base hit to center for Bass. He's going to drive in a run. Whitaker scores from second. Brock's on third. And it's 1-0 Detroit. This would be a position where I would maybe hit a sac fly from Parrish. But I think we're going to let him just take a cut. This could be a double play. He pops it up. That's not going to get it done. I think we just need to let Parrish try to hit righties. You know, he's obviously more than competent versus left-handers. All of his home runs have come off the left-handed batters, but left-handed pitchers. But Kennedy's just not getting it done versus righties, and Gibson does not come through. So the Tigers do take a 1-0 lead on the RBI single from Kevin Bass. We strand 2, go to the top of the 4th with Rusty McNealy leading off. McNeely batting .244 with 2 home runs. Hits a grounder to second. There is out number 1. That will bring up Shooty Babitt. Babitt, good career numbers versus Rosie, 4 for 9. Another hard hit ground ball to Whitaker, so back-to-back grounders to our second baseman and 2 outs. Tony Brewer up next, 1-2 count. A line drive to center, and the play is made by Miller. I'm liking the line score as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. And Glenn Wilson leading off. .272 hitter, 12 home runs, and a base hit. That's going to be a double into the gap. Do we want to go for 3? A 70 arm and a 64 speed? I'm going to say no. It's 90%, but 90%, it could be really only 10%. Shit, let's do it. And he is safe at third. So give Glenn Wilson a triple. That's got to be his first career triple. Oh, no, it's his third this season. So he cannot, we will not deny him any more triple opportunities. So the leadoff man is on at third. They're not playing in, so we're going to let Hojo swing away. Oh, that was a good move, Hojo. A 2-run shot to left field, his 4th on the season. He's making a play to be an everyday third baseman for Kansas City. Driving up the price, too. Maybe we can get a starter in return from them. All right, so 3-0 Detroit. Nobody out still as Doug Baker steps in. An 0-1 count. He shoots it down the left field line off the wall. Ricochets, and it's back-to-back. Not back-to-back triples. It's triple home run triple as Baker hits his second triple of his career. So the Tigers are barreling it up right now. Still nobody out. 59 pitches for Larry White. Oh, Miller strikes out. 1 out. Here's Lou. Lou 1 for 2 today. And he lines right at the first baseman, DeSa. So now it's going to take a base hit here from Brock to drive in Baker. 2 down. 2-1 count, and Brock pops it up. Tettleton. Oh, Tettleton drops it again. He's got the yips. A run scores, and it's 4-0 Detroit. So let's say this out loud here, because I'm always reluctant to mention it during a ball game because it sounds ridiculous. But there is an 8-run differential for our run differential. It's 108 runs, and my thing is that where 20 games is where the game will govern us, and 100 runs. So we're at 92 runs, actually is what I should say. So if we score 8 runs and they don't score any, then that'll finish the first half where I think we should be. So I'm just saying it out loud in case it actually comes to that. As Bass grounds out to short. Okay, we go to the top of the 5th inning. Tigers get 3. Crazy inning as Hojo hits his 4th home run. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's Kevin Mitchell leading off. And there's the first hit of the ball game for the A's. It had to happen sooner or later. I can't imagine Rosie going a whole game without giving up a hit. And Mitchell is on first with nobody out. That will bring up Mike Davis. A ground ball to third. Hojo. Only play was the first. Must have been the hit and run on as Mitchell standing on second. In scoring position for Joe DeSa. 1 down. Here we go. Joe DeSa 2-0 count. A pop-up into foul ground. Brock. Actually, it's Whitaker running over into foul ground to make the catch. Doesn't really make sense that that would happen, but okay. 2 down for Tony Phillips. Phillips just above the Mendoza line, batting .201, 7 home runs, and he strikes out. 3rd K for Rosie. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Tigers are looking pretty strong right now as Big Wheel, Lance Parrish, steps in and he pops it up into foul territory on the first base side. Play is made by DeSa. Yeah, Mickey Tettleton, I know he is definitely not known for being a good defensive catcher. Never had a strong arm. Just being a switch-hitting powerhouse as Gibby grounds out to third. But, is he really going to drop 2 pop-ups in the same ball game? I don't think so. Oh, Wilson's going for his second triple of the game. Oh, he holds at second. Now that one had triple written all over it. Maybe he's still tired from his last triple. That is his 9th double. Look at these numbers. Remember, he got injured last year. He was our everyday right fielder, batting .346 before he was injured, and we had to start going with Bass. So, runner on second, 2 down. Here's Hojo. Hojo had the 2-run home run, and he strikes out to end the inning. We're going to the top of the 6th inning. Rosie's got a 1-hitter. We'll take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game, kind of a tough call. I mean, Wilson's 2 for 3 with a double and a triple, and Hojo's got a 2 RBI home run. So, and Rosie's got a shutout going. So we'll see who ends up the first half with the player of the game. Kelvin Moore leading off. Oh man, he got all of that one. I don't think it's going to make it to the wall though. No, it's going to be caught by Miller. 423 feet to center field. 1 out. Here's Mickey Tettleton, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Make it 2 as Rosie's got 4 Ks. And we're back to the top of the lineup with Rusty McNealy. And he strikes out. Wow, we've got everything going in our favor. I'll drink to that. That's a cheap stuff today. Okay. Larry White at 96 pitches here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He could probably go 115, so he's not in any real danger just yet. As Doug Baker gets a base hit to right field. Look at Doug Baker. Do we want to go for 2? No, 30% chance. Probably not going to make it. That will bring up Eddie Miller with a runner on first. We could steal second, but we're up 4 runs in the 6th inning. We're going to let Eddie Miller try to get himself a base hit here. Popping it up on the infield. Tony Phillips at short makes the catch. Back to Sweet Lou. Lou 1 for 3 today. And a ground ball into the hole is short. Only play was to second. A couple fast base runners there. So 2 down. Greg Brock up. Now, I would steal in this position, but you know what? If you were to get caught stealing, it would be on the first pitch, right? He would go. And Larry White is so close to being taken out of this ball game. I think we need to let Brock take a cut. Maybe he swings on the first pitch. It wouldn't matter. But maybe we can work him. That was 5 pitches. It's not enough to get him out of the ball game. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Rosie's at 70 pitches. And we got 3 righties coming up. So I guess it would be his advantage, Rosie's advantage. Here's a Shooty Babitt leading off. 0 for 2 today. And a base hit to right. Only the 2nd hit by the A's today. Runner on first. Tony Brewer up next. And he's going to dump it into right center field. And it falls in for a hit. Babitt goes to third. And the A's are 1 pitch away from making this a ball game. Kevin Mitchell just the man to make it a tight one here. It's 1st and 3rd, nobody out. We're going to play regular depth. We'll take a double play opportunity and allow a run to score if we can. Get the double play. There we go. Ground ball up the middle. Baker. Oh. How do they not get 2? That must have been a hit and run. And now we've got lefties up. So the run is already in. You know what? I think we're going to let him pitch. Now, he is really on a short leash here, but we're going to give him a chance to get through this. Runner on second, 1 down. There's another ground ball to short. Brewer has to hold, so Baker guns down Davis at first. 2 out. Here's Joe DeSa. DeSa 0 for 2 today. And he pops it up on the infield. That should get Rosie out of the inning. And Baker does make the catch. So that will do it for Larry White. Jim Corsi comes in. He's a right-hander, making only his 5th appearance of the season. He's 1-0 with a 5.06 ERA. 5 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts. Opponents are batting 158 against him. That's pretty solid. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour, 53% ground balls. Fastball is his only good pitch, rated an 84. The sinker, slider, both below average. He is rated 80 overall. The 21-year-old right-hander goes to arbitration in 1985. So bottom of the 7th inning here is Kevin Bass. Number 3 hitter leading off. A ground ball to third. Mitchell makes the play. 1 out. Lance Parrish up. He's 0 for 3 today. There's a base hit for Parrish. Gets a hit versus the right-hander. So runner on first. Gibby up. Gibby's 2 for 3 in his career versus Jim Corsi. Hard line drive to left. Place made by Brewer. Parrish gets back to first. So 2 down as Glenn Wilson steps in. Wilson's got a double and a triple. If he gets a hit here, he's got a chance at the cycle. Oh, he pops it up. Not going to happen. Carrying to shallow left center field, and that will do it. We're headed to the 8th inning. Tigers are up 4-1. I think we've seen enough from Rosie. A solid performance, 7 innings, giving up only 3 hits, 1 run, no walks, 5 strikeouts. And he's had 100 innings pitched for the season. So pretty solid there. I don't want to mess around too much. We're going to bring in Keith Comstock here because we do have some switch hitters. Comstock's had a really good first half. This is his 30th appearance. No record with a 3.34 ERA, 33 Ks and 35 innings pitched. Opponents are batting 185. 93 mile an hour fastball, which is rated an 88. Only 77 overall. The 27-year-old lefty goes to arbitration this year. We will gladly sign him up for one more season. Okay, he's going to face Tony Phillips, Kelvin Moore, and Mickey Tettleton. Phillips is a 162 hitter as a righty versus a left-hander. And he strikes him out. There we go. 1 down. Kelvin Moore in there. Now, Moore is a much better hitter, batting .295 versus lefties. That doesn't mean anything to Kami. Back-to-back Ks. And here's Captain K. It's Mickey Tettleton. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts today. He's walked once. Oh, he gets drilled. Tettleton got hit yesterday as well. So yeah, I mean, Tettleton was prone to getting hits, getting hit by pitch. So that makes sense to me. Runner on first. 2 down. Here's Rusty McNealy. 2-1 count. And it's hit into the dirt. Oh, the play is made. That is like a 50-50 proposition there, that could have been an error. But we get out of it. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and they're going to bring in another right-hander. They're bringing in Joe Baver to pitch to Hojo. Baver, 22 years old, 11th appearance. Wow, 0-0 with a 2.92 ERA. Pretty solid. 10 Ks in 12 1/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .250 against him. He has 4 saves. I don't know. Is he the closer? I have no idea. He has a palm ball. That is his out pitch. 22-year-old right-hander goes to arbitration in 85. Okay, here's Hojo. He's got a big blast today. It was a 2-run home run. facing Joe Babitt, and he strikes out on that palm ball. 1 out. Next up is Doug Baker, and Baker walks. Baker having a good ball game. 3rd time on base today. I'd love to get an insurance run here. Let's see if Eddie Miller's got a big hit in him. He's 0 for 3 at the strikeout today. Ground ball to short, and an easy double play. We're headed to the 9th inning. We have 3 righties coming up, and that means Dave Smith will get a crack at getting his 3rd save. Dave Smith, I thought Dave Smith would be our closer by the end of the year, but he's had a rough go. 4 games where he gave up a total of 11 runs, youch. But he's had 3 good performances in a row. And he'll get an opportunity here to close out the ball game and close out the first half of the season, even though this is game 87. 3-1 count and a base hit into left field. Babitt has his 2nd hit of the ball game. The leadoff man is on. Well, this is the stretch of the lineup you do not want to mess around with. Babitt on first. Here's Tony Brewer, and he strikes out. Good job by Smith. Coming back and getting Brewer. 1 down. Here's Kevin Mitchell. Let's get a double play ball. End it right here. First pitch swinging, and he jacks it into left center field. A 2-run home run, and it's a 1-run ball game. 4-3 Detroit. And the A's are just not going away. So that means Dave Rucker is going to come in and try to close this game out, get his 7th save. It's been a while, I think, since he's had a save. In fact, it's been over 20 appearances. But he usually does try to get the save against lefties. Lefties are batting .264 against him. He's only given up 1 home run this year, and that was against a fellow left-hander. So, all right, 1 down, bases are empty. We've got Davis, DeSa, and Phillips. So we have to trust Rucker to get through this. Striking out Mike Davis. 2 down, Joe DeSa. 0-2 count, and a base hit to right field. That is the tying run. Now, Tony Phillips, he's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts today, and as we illustrated against Comstock, he does not hit lefties very well. We really should guard the line. It's the right thing to do. Okay, here we go. 2 down, runner on first. Tony Phillips at the plate. And he steals second base. That makes no sense. Why would they risk that? That's the 2nd stolen base for DeSa this series. He's got 7, and his speed is below average. And you're telling me Lance Parrish couldn't throw him out? I don't know. I wasn't expecting it, so maybe that's part of it. Now we got to pull the outfield in. A base hit could score the tying run. And it's an 0-1 count to Tony Phillips. Here we go. Full count. Ground ball to short. Come on, Baker. Yes, Tigers win. 4-3, another tight one. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks as we slide into the All-Star break. No trade offers. We finished the first half of the season, the proverbial first half of the season, with 6 straight wins. Let's look at the standings. We have to feel pretty darn good about ourselves, right? I mean, considering we had that horrible June. We're 2.5 up on New York, 3 up on Boston, 9 up on Baltimore. They were 5.5 back at one point. California is 3.5 up on Seattle. I would definitely not count them out. That was not great for Oakland to finish that way. The National League, the Mets are 2.5 up on Montreal and Atlanta. And San Diego, are battling it out in the West. Let's take a look at the headline news. James decided to write a story for us. Thursday's defeat of the A's gave the Tigers a 2.5 game lead. Hojo led the Tigers offense, hitting a home run and a stolen base. Oh, he had a shoe and a shot. Nice. Dave Rosema, he's going to get the win. Doug Baker went 2 for 3 and he walked once as well. And Glenn Wilson had a double and a triple. He might be our player of the game, but there's a lot of options. Okay, let's take a look at transactions. Wow, okay. So Wade Boggs is going to be out for a month. He fractured his wrist. Having a great season, batting .314. Curious to see who their third baseman's going to be. Oh, I remember they had a third baseman that filled in last year for him. I wonder if that's who it's going to be. And then Senior Smoke of the White Sox, Aurelio Lopez, is going to miss a couple days. So he'll be back after the All-Star break. That's going to do it. Okay, so out of curiosity, let's just see what Boston's third baseman is going to be. Who's that? Who is the third baseman? Steve Hammond, yeah. That's the guy that came in and played when he got injured last year. Had 4 home runs. Batted .239. So he's no Wade Boggs. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. First half comes to a close. We're going to play the All-Star game tomorrow. It comes from Comiskey Park in Chicago. And this 4 days off is going to be a good rest for our team. We'll head into the second half. In the comments below, let me know what you think about the George Brett trade, potentially. How you think it might affect the team. Is it the right thing to do? Because we're going to lose Henderson and we're going to lose Eddie Murray for sure. Okay, player of the game. I think I have to give it to Glenn Wilson with his double and his triple. I don't know. Hojo had 2 RBI, though. And the stolen base. We're going to give it to Hojo. He had the shoe and the shot. 2 RBI. Dave Rozema finishes the first half strong. 2 consecutive victories. 8-3 on the year. Dave Rucker gets a save, although it was tough going there. Dave Smith, man, he sucks. And he's in a contract year, too. So, okay, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with the All-Star game. Until then, everyone, have a great day.